Welcome everyone in lecture number 10 of unit 4, and in last lecture we designed PDA for L is equal to a raised to power n, b raised to power n greater than equal to 1. And what we did, we write the transition as we are at start state. Initially in a and b n we read a, and initially z0 is the first initial symbol on the stack. What we need to do, we need to push this a over the stack. Now it become a z0. Then b may get another a, and this time a is on the stack because we already pushed one a. Now we have to push this a over the a that is already in stack. Now again if we get another a, then this transition will work for every a because we are at q0. After pushing a, we are at q0. Again at q0 we get a, and a on the top, we can push it again. If we get a again, we will push it again, and this is a loop from q0 to q0. It will repeat for every a. Now when we read first b, a will be on the top of the stack and we have to pop it. Now we popped first a and we have to change the state. We have to change the state when we reach to the b. Why? Because we have to make sure that we reach to the b. Now we will not get any a after it. We will not get any a after this b. There will be b only. So we need to change the state. Whenever we do something new in PDA, here we are doing push operation only, and now we are starting pop operation. So we have to change the state, or whenever we do some new operation, or whenever a symbol is changing, we should change the state always. Now we are at q1 state. If we get another b, we will get a on the top again. Then we have to pop it, and now state will be q1 again, so it become a self loop. We are at q1, we get b in input, a on the stack, we have to pop it and reach to q1 again. We have to repeat this process for every b. At the end of the b, we will reach to the end of the input, that is epsilon. Then z0 will be at the top, and at this time we reach to the final state, say qf, and we can remove that z0 also from the stack, or we can left this z0 in the stack. It doesn't matter at the end. So in PDA, this is push first a. First a mean z0 is at the top of the stack. Now push every a, read first a, and push first a, read each a and push every a, read first b, pop a, and change the state here, and change the state. Now read each b and pop a. This is for every b. This is for every a. This is loop, and this is also a loop. This is a loop. This is first a, this is first b, and what is here at the and reach to final. So this is all required for a and bn. And why this is for n greater than equal to 1, why epsilon is not accepting? Because here is the q0 is the start state and qf is the final state. From q0 to qf we will move from q0 to qf. Qf is the final, and we will move from q0 to qf via q1, and at the q1 and at the end we will get epsilon at input, z0 at stack, and we are popping it. So from q0 to q1 we will get minimum 1b at input, 1a at stack, and we are popping it. So this transition ensure that we read minimum 1v, for which there is minimum 1a on this stack. So there is 1a and 1b in the input, otherwise we will never reach to the final state. And this is start state. If you will look at this transition from q0 at input a, z0 at this stack, we are reaching to q0, so it can be written as input a, z0 at stack, and we are popping it. Another transition is from q0 at input a on the stack, we are pushing it, input a at the top a, and we are pushing it. So there are two loops, and this is a loop, but it run only one time, because z0 is at the top only at the first a, so this transition will run one time, and this transition will run for every a. Then we get 1b and pop it. Then at q1 for b we get a, we pop it and reach to q1 again, and reach to q1 again. So this is a loop. So we can design PDA like this also, and this is also correct, where PDA machine is a 7 tuple machine, where q0, q1, qf are the states, a comma b are the input symbol, a comma z0 is the stack symbol, because we pushed only a on the stack, and z0 was initial symbol. There are the transitions are as follow, and q0 is the start state, z0 is the stack initial symbol, and qf is the final state. So this is the PDA, and you can also design this diagram, and in most of the books you will follow this procedure only, so it is better to write transitions like this only. Diagram is optional part, you can design it in the examination paper for better marks. So from q0 to qf you will get minimum 1b and 1a at the top, so it is n for n greater than equal to 0. What you need to do for L is equal to an bn n greater than equal to 0, it means that at n is equal to 0 epsilon must be accepted. At n is equal to 0 epsilon, say null, should reach to final. So what we need to do, we will write everything from n greater than equal to 1, we will write these all things, and we will add a new transition. If at q0 we get epsilon, then z0 will be only the stack symbol, b should reach to the qf. So by adding this transition, all will remain same, all transition will remain same. By adding this line, the PDA will convert it to n greater than equal to 0, because epsilons or null should reach to the final state from q0. We can add a transition from here to here, where we get epsilon at start and z0 at the top of the stack, and we have to pop it, or we can leave it. So it is better to pop it because PDA may be asked to design using the acceptance by empty stack by writing their epsilon, by writing their phi, and not mentioning any final state. We can leave it. So it is for n greater than equal to 0, where we have to add this new transition along with this transition. We will add new transition, that one. So this is for n greater than equal to 0. Now look at another language, an, bm and cn, n comma m greater than equal to 1. Here we will get a, we will then b, then c, and count of a should be matched with count of c. So what we need to do at b? We need to do nothing. We need not to push it in this stack. We have to push a and pop a with c only. We will pop a with each c. We will push every a here. We will push every a here. We will pop a with the c, and we will do nothing with b. B will be only read. We will read them and we will do nothing. So how can we design the PDA? From start state, you will get a initially, z0 at stack symbol. You will push it. Then for every a, you have to do push operation. Again and again you will push a. Then you will get b and a at the top of stack, and you need not to do anything. If there was a, there is a only. We are not pushing b, we are not popping a. Only thing we are doing is changing the state to notify that we reach to the b. Now we will not get any a, we will reach to the b, so we change the state. Now we have to repeat do nothing procedure for every b. We read every b and state remain q1 only, and a remains on the top. We are not pushing b, we are not popping a. It is do nothing. Now it is a self loop for every b. After that we get the c and a on the top, that is already on the top of the stack. Now it is the first c, so change the state and pop it. Now at q2 we get c again and a on the top of the stack, so we can pop it. So it is a loop to pop every a with every c. Now at the end of the input we will get null and z0 at the top of the stack, and we will reach to qf final state, and we have to pop z0 also. So this is the PDA for this language, and here also n comma m is greater than equal to 1 because we reach to q1, then q2, then q3. By reaching q1 it is sure that there is 1b, and by reaching q2 there is sure there is 1c and 1a on the top. So there is 1a, 1b and 1c, and PDA will be having state q0, q1, q2 and qf, a comma b comma c as input. Simple. We are pushing a only on the stack. A z0 is the top stack symbol. There is a transition, q0 start state, z0 initial symbol, and qf is the final state where transition are as. So this is the PDA. So what you need to do, you have to change n comma m equal to 0 or 1 0 1, something like that. And a part of that, try to solve this problem by yourself. What we need to do in this problem. So try to build the logic for this problem as home exercise. Thanks for attending the lecture.